This was one of the homework problems given to us last week, and we were supposed to solve it. And this is what the problem states. A word's generalized abbreviation can be constructed by taking any number of non-overlapping substrings and replacing them with their respective lengths. For example, ABCDE here can be abbreviated to A3E. That means we have compressed BCD into number 3. And in another transformation of the string, we have converted A to 1 and E to 1, the sentinel characters to 1. And then BCD, we have left it as is. And then we have 2, 3, where AB, like in the string AB, CDE, AB has turned to 2 and CDE has become 3. So that's the transformation that has happened. And given a word, we need to come up with all possible transformations that this string can assume. And that's what they call it as a generalized abbreviation. So this is an example abbreviations of the word. And if it is a single character, it can either take 1 or it can take A as himself, as itself. So do you guys understand the problem or?
Yeah, understand. But from the second example, if the word is word and equals to AB, what does that mean?
No, word
If
is
we,
A. Word equal to A for the second example, right?
yeah, no, if I
So
give it as B, A and B, two
if you give it
digits.
as A, B, you're gonna have two.
What do you think will happen? Like, let's say, what do you think will happen? So let's say if I have A, so for A, let me delete this first. Okay, for A, they are saying that it can be either 1 or it can be either A, correct?
Yeah.
So now we
I
can,
understand first and second example completely, but I'm just thinking what would happen if
okay, let's
what
write A, B. What do you think will happen here?
You're gonna have
you can have
you
one
can have
B.
two. You can have one A. You can have You can have two. You can have A1, one B,
Okay,
AB.
you're releasing answer. Okay, so
Oh,
you have, okay, so if it is AB,
Then the
if the
answer is
question is AB, the answer is
A1, A1,
A1,
1B,
1B,
2,
2,
and then
AB.
1, 1.
1, 1 can't be an answer. It was 1, 1, that's why it became 2.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
can't you place one with a?
So let's see here, right? Let's see, right? And so first case, AB, it says 2, 1B, A1, and AB.
Oh, you can't have numbers next to each other.
If they are next to each other, they add up. So that's how
Okay,
they, so
But why
that's
is it
how,
saying 2, 3?
2, 3.
so because in one of the combination, A, B is clubbed together. So that's why it's 1, 1 becomes 2 and CD is 1, 1, 1 and that becomes 3.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically what they are saying is like in this example of A, B, C, D, E, there was some path somewhere, right? Some path somewhere we had 1, 1, C, D, E, and then going further down, this 1, 1 became 2, and then we got 1, 1, 1, which eventually became 3. That's what it
Well,
means.
shouldn't that become 5 then? Oh wait, you're only adding up 1, 1.
There might be one of the answer would be 5. one of the answer would be 5 for that too. Like, just like how we have one of the answer as 2, like let's say if we put A, B, C, D, E, right?
No, I don't see 2, 3 as the answer.
2, 3 is an answer. That's not an answer.
No.
Then why did they even say that? Let's see. 2, 2, 2, 2. There is 5. There is 4. Let me.
See this, word doesn't have 2, 2. See, if in the input 1,
four,
word equal
right.
to word, it's
So
not,
I
there's
think
no
if
2, 2.
numbers are next to each other, they add up.
Yeah, 2, 3 is not a valid answer actually. They are misleading people.
Yeah, so the explanation is a bit off.
Yeah. But
Okay.
5 is surely an answer.
Yeah. I think we get it now. At least the problem. But why
Okay.
did they put give word equals to A there in the second example? Will you pass that as an input here?
Yeah.
Like second example, how will you pass that as an input?
It's a string.
Oh, they're passing the second in the quotes one, not that word equals to. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, so this is a question. So how do you go about it? Like, how do we come up with a solution? How are we going to approach this?
We will build a tree with all the permutations and combinations, and then
Right.
see how.
Well, we just need permutation. Do we need combination? Sorry, we just need combination. Do we need permutation? That's what I'm saying.
So Deven, so don't try it on your lint code and try to come up with a tree and then solve it.
Okay.
I mean, coming up with a tree is definitely one thing. We can try to come up with that intuition now. And coding
but-
that tree up is another challenge, actually. So we can start with just some small example like, ABC or something like that. And we can start coming up with a tree.
Yeah,
What do you
let's
guys think?
start.
I think let Deven draw the tree on this scribble.
I
Okay.
don't-
Yeah, I want
Okay.
Deven to do it.
Okay.
I mean, I know his strength and I know how much. Like, I want him to do it. Draw the tree. So you have the
Okay.
pencil, right, Deven, or did you buy it or not?
Not yet. I have a mouse.
Man, how much do you delay, man? You're not buying lead code. You're not buying a pencil.
Yeah, I'll get on that soon.
Then how will you draw the tree? You have the mouse.
Yeah,
mouse?
it's gonna take a while though.
Then you just say and then maybe VT will draw it.
Okay.
Okay. Tell me, what example do you want to take? A, B, C, X, Y, Z, favorite characters that you love. Devin,
Yeah, let's do AB.
just AB?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take zoo. Z00. Devin.
What's up?
Take Z00. Zoo.
Z-O.
Yes. Zoo. I mean,
Zoo is the word. Okay. Z-O.
yes.
Okay. Z, O, O.
Right.
Now tell me.
So the first would probably be Z.
So on the left subtree?
Yeah, the left subtree would be a Z.
Okay. Z,
And then you would have a Z-O and then Z-O-O
Z, O,
and D-O.
Z, O, O.
Right.
Okay.
Next one you would have O followed by O, and the third one you would have O.
Where am I writing that?
So you'd write, I think you would write 1, right? Because you're changing the Z to a 1, right?
Oh, this here, this
Yeah.
point.
No, at
Bottom of the tree, like from zoo.
Oh, from zoo here,
Yeah, he's
V1.
saying
Okay.
1O.
Oh, 1O. Okay, 1.
right,
Oh, okay.
right, and then you'd have 100.
Then you have 1O. Let me make sure this is 1 and
I
does
think
not
starts
right.
from 1, right? I mean 1, then 1O, and then 1O.
That's what you want, Devin?
Yeah, I'm just actually thinking, how do we get the rest of it? Because next one would be 2, and then
Okay, okay, but then you draw it.
Okay, tell me what.
2O, which would be the end of that tree. From the third, it should be from the root node, you'd have a 2O.
From the root node.
Right.
Okay. So I have
Yeah, you'd
2,
have 2O,
2O.
and then you'd have a fourth one, which would be 3.
Would be 3. Okay.
That's some of the, not all the cases, it's just the end of them are all the cases, but still it's just 1, 2, 3, 4 cases out of all of them. So I'm trying to figure out, all right, how do I branch out to get the rest of them? That's
Okay.
where I'm getting a bit confused.
I mean, okay, one thing is I don't understand how did you came up with this tree? In your head, are you thinking some form of recursion? Or
Yeah, I'm starting with the first letter, right? And then building the entire word. And then as I go up, I can replace. See, the problem is where
think,
I'm getting a bit lost is as I go back up and I'm replacing words with letters, words with numbers, right?
Devin,
think
why
at-
did you write 1O? I mean, and
at
they
level
The
at
Z,
level 1,
yes,
should be
Praveen.
1.
at level you should just have Z O, and then at another level you should probably add the combinations of it, and then
Okay.
at the root level you will have all the permutations, right, at the tree. So first level you'll have zoo at ZOO,
ZOO.
ZO. No, there it's only Z,
Okay, there
and
is
then
only Z.
Z, and the center one is O, and the right one is also O. And then at
Okay.
one level, yeah, then when you
Okay.
go one level inside, then we
Mhm.
will have a tree of Z,
Then we all have Z,
O,
O.
ZO, and then out here we will have at the end will be ZO, and this one will called in the center one will call 0
0 O.
and
Okay.
O, and then we'll have Z and O, and
Again
one
Z
is
and O.
Z, yeah, O and Z,
O and Z.
the O and O,
Okay, O and O. Okay.
actually this is the second layer, right? So we need to have
Yeah.
two things. One you can keep it as Z and O, one you can keep O and Z. It looks like you're drawing a face there.
O and O and O and Z and O. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yeah,
Z and O here?
yeah, Z and O here, and O and Z.
And
where are
O
you
and
getting
Z.
O and Z from?
And then third one on the right hand side will be, so
Okay.
basically how we want to do is we want to, like how we build that thing, right? Recursion of creating the trees. We will take each one and get all the permutations of that, and then go inside. That's
Okay.
what I'm saying.
I'm guessing based on the tree that you guys have told me, I feel there is question is not understood 100%. That's my that I have a feeling of that.
So VT, why don't you draw the tree head down, like opposite? Like this is you're doing from down to up, right?
I mean,
We usually
it doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter, but maybe it will give some maybe different way because we do it up to down. Maybe that's why. The,
No,
I know it won't matter, but
tree, in my world, tree grows around the ground. But anyways, no, get a hang of it. Like I'll tell you, there's no difference. If I can do either this way or downwards, it doesn't matter. See, what are we doing is ZOO, right? ZOO. And what Praveen said is what we are doing is we are solving at index 1, right? 0, 1, 2. So we are looking at the
Yeah.
0th index. So what the 0th index can take? Either it can be Z or it can be 1, correct? That's what we are looking at, right? In the question,
Yes.
if you, so let's say either it can take Z or it can take 1.
Right.
Why is because we have Z. Like if you take this example, WORD, let's go back. We have WORD. So either we can have D or either we can have 1, right? That's what it is. So let me go back to this. Now we are going at first index. What options we have? We have 0. Okay, either we can have 0. So then we'll get this. Or we can have, we won't have 0. Instead, we will have 1. Correct? Same goes here. If we have 0, we get 0. If we don't have 0, we have 1. Then it becomes 1, 1. But that becomes 2 because it is consecutive digits. Now we are going at a second index, another 0, correct? If we have 0, we'll
wait, Vishal, you have to keep asking people if they're understanding. People will not say, Devin, are you understanding?
Yeah, I'm understanding it now.
Why
Yeah,
didn't
I
you solve
mean,
it with the first attempt?
the reason I'm because once I was drawing the tree when you guys were saying, I didn't understand how did you come up with those trees.
I was trying to figure out how to come up with all the combinations, and I couldn't figure out a nice way of doing it.
So you did you added Z. So you added Z right at the first. At the next node you added 1 0. Why 1 0? The first option is only 1, right? So basically what Vishal drew right now, Zoo 1 and then 1 0. What you did is you added 1 0 at the level 1 only. How is that possible? How can you add 2 letters at the first level itself?
Yeah, you should add only 1.
Yes.
But Z1, and then at the first level is single digits, second digits is where our answers will start coming, right?
So, I mean, the tree that you draw, right? There are multiple ways that you can draw tree. I can show you like maybe 3 different ways to draw tree.
Mm.
But then that whatever tree that you draw will reflect in how you are going to code it up.
Yeah. So actually what we can do another way is we can get all the answers, right? Brute force ways before even drawing a tree. We can take the example of zoo itself, right? So the answer will be Z O Z
Okay.
Z and 2.
Let me
Z
write it
and
down.
yeah,
ZOO, then
that is first answer.
right.
1 1 0 0,
1OO,
and then Z and 2,
ZN2,
and what else? Z and 2, ZO1, ZO1,
ZO1,
Z10,
Z10.
and I think these are the combinations, right?
There will be 8,
8.
total 8. Because we have 3, so it's 2 raised to 3.
Okay, so this is 1, 2.
You have 2 O.
Yeah, 2 O's are there. So I got 2 for both.
So
You have
2O,
2.
2O, O2. Is that?
101, sorry.
Yeah, 110. 110.
No, 110 is going to be 20.
Yeah,
Okay, 20, then
101.
101.
yeah, okay.
We are missing one
There's 3.
And 111.
111 is 3.
and
Okay,
3.
yeah, 3. Yeah,
Yep. So this is what we are looking for, right?
yeah.
This
So
is what we want from our tree.
exactly. So this is the brute force way of we know the answers now. We have to see how to get this answer out of it.
No, when we are drawing tree, we are doing brute force only.
Yeah. But now we can map this out, and any
Right.
other things we can eliminate out with
So
the conditions. Yeah.
so this will become Z01, correct?
Yeah.
And then here we have index. If you are considering, then it is Z10.
Mhm.
If you are not considering, then we become Z2, correct?
Yes.
Here when we are considering, we have 1, 0, Z. And if you are not considering, we are
Wait,
getting 1,
100 or
0,
100?
0. My bad. Thank you. Thank you very much. I forgot the spelling of zoo. And now here we have two choice. We have 2Z and then we have 3.
20.
2O. Sorry, my bad. Again.
I just want to make sure we have it right. Because
Right. So what we can see is like we have a zoo here, which matches here. We
Mhm.
have Z01, which is here. We
Yeah.
have Z10, which is here. We have Z2, which is here. Then we have 100, which we have here.
Mhm.
Then we have 101, which we have here. We have 20, we have this, and we have this. Do you want to see this in lead code? See what the answer is? I think we are correct, like what it is.
yeah, that seemed right to me. Because
Yeah.
we don't have any consecutive ones.
But what I didn't understand is like when we guys came up with the tree right initially. So I feel there was something not clear. Like the same tree, you can draw in a different way, right? To show you that, like let me just do it one more time, like just to.
Okay.
So you have zoo, right?
Mhm.
I can even take entire string above, like I can do Z00 and I can do 100, right? And then I can do Z00, I can do Z10. And here also I can do the same thing, 100 and 110, which will eventually become 20. Okay.
Okay.
And here also I can do the same thing. I have a Z00, Z01, Z10, and Z2. Correct? We had Z2, right?
Mhm.
Did we have Z2? Yes, we had Z2. And then we have 100, 101. Then we have 2,
20
20,
and
and then we
then
have
3.
3. So you can take entire substring at every level and you can do that way. And there is also another method to draw a tree. So depending upon how you're going to code it up will dictate what tree you're drawing. Like let's say if you're drawing this way, your code will be accordingly. So now in this, actually, the reason I wanted to take this question is it is similar to any backtracking question. And when you write a code, a backtracking code, correct? What is backtracking? Do you know what is backtracking? Can you show me where is the backtracking here? Can anybody show me where's
Once we
the
get
back?
to a leaf node, we go back up to its parent and go down if there's another leaf for that parent.
Right. So this is what backtracking is, correct?
Right.
But this question is very unique in a way is because when going up, right, if you take this example, if you take this as an example, this one, it's very unique. You know why? Because although we are backtracking here, right, we are backtracking here and then we are coming up. We reach a certain answer, but to reach a certain answer, we need to manipulate our buffer in between.
Right.
And when we take that up, this value, we append something, we come down, and we actually change the value altogether. Right?
We need to add one more condition there wherever we are checking. If it's like 1 and 1, then make it 2 or something. If it's 1, 1, 1, add it 3.
If
Right.
your array only contains numbers sum, if your buffer only contains numbers sum, that's basically what you're saying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there are cases. So, I mean, coming up with a tree is just one thing. It's an intuition. I mean, I felt that we would take more time initially because the way we were coming up with the tree was, I mean, I don't know. What I wanted was people like for our team to understand like exactly how to draw a tree and think in terms of recursion every time in terms of backtracking. There are different ways to draw a tree in the backtracking. Either you go with an index, like you do with an index, you go by index, or you go by entire string, correct? Like you go character by character, or you go by index by index. I mean, effectively, it's doing the same thing, but that reflects in the implementation in the end.
Did it me, or did the first way seem like it'd be harder to implement than the second way?
So see, coming up with it, I don't know. I mean, this problem, the reason I'm taking this problem I raised this was because this was different from any of the combination permutation sounds that we have, and it's a bit tricky when you code it up. So coming up with a tree is, I mean, I think in next 15 minutes we can come up with a tree. That's not an issue. But to solve all the cases is what I want, what I'm after. Coming up with a tree is a trivial thing. Like we came up with this in like what, half an hour. But what I wanted is I want you guys to, so this I've given you approach, right? This actually I've given you tree. Now the way you approach to solve this programmatically is what I was interested in from today's session, like at least from my point of view. Because it's a bit tricky. I mean, I spent definitely more than 1 hour on this to come up with multiple ways of solving this. And only one I'm happy about solving it correctly. Like that method sticks to my head, which is different than what Ankur has done. So if you guys want to venture and write a code for this, I would be more than happy. If you want to do live, we can do that too.
Shall we do the live coding for this?
Yeah, let's do it. I mean, that's what I wanted to do it. I mean, I didn't want to spend more time on tree because tree is, now. What language do you want to write in? I mean, I'm a Java.
So Sue,
I think
can you look
Java
at the
is
tree and
good.
draw the tree? Did you code it up?
I
Like
didn't.
you,
I just
huh?
joined late, Ankur, but I understood the.
So what I want is to I mean anyone screen share your lead code, solve it in front of us, looking at the tree. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll be like VT Vishal is only coding and you guys are getting nothing. I want someone who
See-
just looks at the tree and draw it
We'll do
Yeah.
and codes it up.
programming. Yeah.
Exactly. So the way I'll write is what my intuition is right from the tree. And as I said, yeah, there are different ways you can draw a tree. So when I'm doing backtracking, I have three different methods. There's one method. Then there is this method I do where I pass on the entire string. And another method is like I do some like input output method where I have a question and answer kind of a thing. So I take question up all the time, and then basically it's just index, right? I look at the question and then I put it in the answer. So depending upon what type of question it is, I tackle that problem. Whether I can do it that way, whether I can do this way or like this way by index, or whether I have to take entire string, or whether I have to take both the question and answer, like, there's both the things I need to take. So I have a different way of approaching it. I want you guys to um,
Yeah,
come up
basically,
with the approach.
I mean, basically everyone, what I want to do, what should happen is like, doing multiple ways is very good, but even getting the first one approach is actually very difficult, right? So I think if you stick just to one approach for everyone, that'll be good. I mean, if you're going with one approach, always do that one approach so that you know how to do it, right? Like you
Right.
look at the tree, you know how to do it, convert it into the code.
So is anybody willing to?
So,
We can chime in together. I'm not saying that the person is in the spotlight.
Sue, you want
Or-
to?
Yeah, I will try.
Okay, then
can you
share your screen then.
And you can split the screen with Scribble board and your code.
Okay. Okay.
But Sue, you have never solved this before, right?
I have not. I have not.
And if possible, like others also can, then they can use their own they can also code on their own lint code or lead code. So basically the time Sue is going to take, others will also take. I want everyone to look at the tree, what we shall like help everyone draw and then code it up.
Shall I share my screen with you?
Yeah.
Can someone make me the host?
Yeah, sure. Let me.
You don't have to make host. I have given that permission already.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he has to stop sharing. then. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So here I have the tree. Here I'm trying to code. Like please chime in.
Can you, is it possible to split it into two? Like you keep the tree in your left hand side on a small, like say 30% of the screen and code it on the next.
I
Is that
don't
possible?
that. I don't know.
Pull it down. Pull the first browser down. Yeah. Now shrink it. Shrink it. Yes. And now take your lead code to your right hand side. The lead code website to your right hand side. Yeah. Now, no. Yeah. Shrink that also. Otherwise,
I
that window will go away.
got it.
Yes. And this typing area, right? Increase it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now.
Thanks, Ankur. So I created, this is the result that we want to do, and I'll call this backtracking method. I will pass the word. I will pass the starting int start, which is the index at p0. It's the string result. I don't know if I need anything. I'm starting with this. And my base condition is if start equals to word dot length, then I will, okay, I need to have a string builder of builder sp equals to which is what I'm forming.
Yeah. Good point using a string builder. Actually. Not a string.
Okay. Then I'll add result dot add sp dot string, and then this is my base condition. Then okay, so now I will basically, there are two possibilities at any point. Either I append the character or I append the number, and if the previous number, if the previous character is already a number, I'll basically submit, which is the tricky part that VT is trying to convey in this question. So to do that, there are two possibilities. Either I will say I can call backtrack, and I can pass. I can pass the word, and I can put the start +1 and sp dot append. I can do word dot caret start, or have to, this is dot sp dot length, this is to backtrack, and then now what I have to append here is what I need to check, like what is my ending character. So for int, one second, let me think through. So basically I have to see the ending of my SB, what it is looking like if my ending is 1 or if my ending is 11, like I'll basically get all the numbers that could be there in the, I'll basically access all of that, get that. I think, oh, anyways, I think we will overwrite and put only one. No, it can go beyond 1 digit, right? It
Yeah,
can
if it's
be
a
any number
digit.
of digits, yeah. So I'll get all the digits from the SB. So I'll get, say, int count equals to 0.
How can you get multiple digits?
Right, that's what I was about to ask. If
Yes, you
Okay.
cannot
you're
have
doing
multiple.
summing here, right?
There's
You're
only
only gonna
one.
get
No, I can do that. I can do
No,
that.
you're only getting, only your last character can be a digit.
No,
right.
it can be more, right?
How?
Oh.
Because if the rule you're writing here said that if my prior character is a digit, sum it up to my current so add 1 to it, right?
12, right? This is a possibility.
Yes, 11E.
Yeah, so
But
I
you,
will not add it to just 1. I have to read all the character, all the digits, and then add 1 to it.
Don't
If
you
it-
just have to check the prior digit, prior character? If my prior character
But the
is a
character, it need not be just one character. It can be multiple characters. So
But
oh,
if you're
right.
gonna-
Yeah, she's right. Yeah, because it can be 11, right?
yeah,
how
I
can
mean,
it be
the way she
11?
said.
Because if it's 11, you're gonna
If it
oh
is, if it is, yeah, if it is
yeah.
11,
If the beginning, ooh
yeah, let's say it is 19.
yeah
Let's
yeah
say it is 19. You add 1 again. I mean, where do you take 10? It will not become 110. It will become 20.
yeah.
Right. I mean, she is doing in Java, but in when I did Python, it was like I was only getting the last number. It could be 11, it could be 12. So I was incrementing only the last number.
right.
Yeah, but she's using a string builder, so she'll get 11E. She'll make it 12. Right. Yeah. Good thinking, Sue.
So I'll do this. Count equals to start 10 plus integer dot value of dot caret index.
Two.
Yeah.
Do you see any issue with this while loop?
While index is greater than or equal
No, no, the logic, in the logic, not the code.
okay. Logic, 1 second, let me, I'm getting the caret. Okay, I'm reading it from opposite. Yeah, right. So I have to reverse the yeah, this logic is wrong. Basically, if the number is present like this, I'm getting 21 instead of 12, right? VT?
Hmm.
Yeah, that is wrong.
That's not,
That's not what you're pointing at, but that is
no.
also an issue. Got it. Maybe
Like look at the tree. We have 1, 0, 1. What will happen?
right. Yeah, that is also there. So 101 is the final outcome.
Right, but let's say if you have a 4-letter, then you'll
Anytime,
go to
yeah,
That is
even,
O.
but what anytime we have to, we will, whatever we happen, we only care at this point, right, VT? So either we only care whether the last character here, based on the tree that you have given, whether the last character is what we care about, right? We don't.
right, last character. You're right.
Yeah, so the problem is only this one. How do I make it 12, not 21?
Get the number, reverse it. Is that possible?
But
That always gonna hold true.
No,
Let's say it
extract the
becomes 100.
string. Extract the string, reverse the string, convert it into integer.
got it.
You are actually you're creating the number, right?
Mhm.
Extract the digit and do
Got it.
dot 2i,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, I can do that. Maybe we can improvise later. We can.
Can't you just walk backward from your current character until you hit until you either hit null or you hit a character, and that'll get you all the digit, provided they're the digit next to you,
Or I can
and
have,
then you reverse it.
or I can have something like, because like multiplier equals to 1. I can put multiplier is equal to multiplier star 10. So I can say count equals to count plus multiplier star. Will this work?
That seems a little complicated.
So what I'm doing is, say there is 12.
Mhm.
I am reading 2 first, and my multiplier is 1. So my count is 0. So multiplier is 1. 1 times 2. I have my count as 2 now. And then I said I get 1, and I set my multiplier to 10 now. So now it is 2 plus 10 times 1. So 12. I get 12. Even if it is a bigger number, because of using this multiplier, I can extract the number as is.
Okay.
Any issues that anyone else can see? So this is the multiplier, and then this is the count we got. So we'll have to do count plus plus, and then what we have to do is how many I think our index will say how much we have backtracked. So we can, so when we are passing this, I mean, when we are doing this, so now what we have to do is this backtracking, I have to sb dot set length, which is my index, how much I have gone back is tricky. Should I, for more readable, I can derive it based on this index. Basically, I have to set back that length so much and then add sb dot append string dot value of count. This length will be how much my index has gone back. So it is, I think it is really -1 minus index. That much I have to backtrack, right? So now I have backtracked so much and I have appended this. Now this part is tricky on, I have to basically set this to now whatever I have added here, everything that I have done here should be reversed. So what I can do is, it will be crude, but I can have either builder string temp equals, oh sorry, string builder temp equals to SB, and then I can do SB equals to temp. So whatever I have done here, I have basically reset. Does this look okay? I've taken care of both the cases, which is this and the second case. This case and second case to append the count. First case to append the characters as is.
You've done both the cases?
Yeah.
Try on AB.
What is it?
I mean, try on a test case AB.
Yeah.
And go to console.
Anybody
Right.
see any issues? I can fix
No,
it.
That's fine. I mean, you can run a test case.
Okay. Mm,
second case to append the
in
count.
return statement. Which line 10? Oh yeah.
And what if it is empty?
What is it, Ankur?
At the first, it is empty, right?
Okay.
While that is also handled.
Yeah.
If it is A,
Okay, but initially it is empty, right? So this is to append Z, like the other window. And
where do
here
you
I will not get, basically my count will be 0, right? And all this would not have gone in.
append 1? So if
I
it
don't
is
see
A,
one.
B, you have A1, right? Where are you adding 1?
I'm adding, so count plus plus, right? So this is where I'm adding 1.
Oh, so your count is 0 if it's a character.
If initially it is empty.
No, okay. If it is empty, fine. But if the first character is A and now you have to append either a character or a number. The
Yeah,
number
yeah.
is
So,
1.
yeah, this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then try AB.
Yeah, I'll do it. Some Nothing matters now.
That while loop, is it exiting properly? Properly?
Ah, right. Thanks. I have to do index minus minus. Okay.
150 AB.
Okay.
So what's wrong? Expected is okay. This
Where do you get the 5 from in the while loop?
1B A1 1B AB is come.
1B is twice.
Okay, like shall I debug?
I think VT was pointing out something. I think he's still waiting for you to fix it. Right, VT?
Mm,
Yeah, I mean, what I was saying initially was, if you look at the tree, right, like we have 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So if you are going index from greater than equal to 0, we are considering all the indexes, right? That's what I was looking at initially.
Hmm.
let
But
me
then she fixed it by doing index sb.length minus 1. But then you are going all the way back. So that means you are still considering 1. Then you are skipping O, any character in between. And then if you're hitting another number, then you're just taking that into consideration too.
so initially I backtrack for AB. My string builder is A.
So
add
Sue, so you started your index, right? Sorry, what was your can you go, what was your while loop? Yeah,
my
this
while loop is
index. So what are you decrementing? Index, right? So how far are you decrementing? How far should you decrement?
this one.
No,
Until
the first one. No, index is greater than 0. So you're decrementing index, right? So
Yeah,
how
you're
far will
starting
you?
from where you are right now.
No,
That's
it
the way to-
starts from the end and it goes till down, right? Till how
Shouldn't
far
it
are
be
you?
starting from one before the current character?
let's say our value is S12. Now I have to add one more. I have to make 13, right? So what I'm doing is
But why would you change S? Let's say,
I'm not changing S. I'm reading it from behind. Like index is sb.length minus 1. And I'm checking what is my character at if my index is greater than or equals to 0, and if this is a digit. Yes, it is a digit. So I am reading 12 here in this while block. That's what it's supposed to do. There could be mistakes, but the intent is for this while block to
so
just.
what? No, if you put a single character, what do you get? It should work, right?
Oh yeah, if I put a single character, it will just read 1.
No. In your test case, just add A. It should come as A and A1, right?
Debug it, Ankur.
Yeah.
Let me put a breakpoint on.
Right.
Yeah.
But don't even debug, just put the test case. I want to see you.
Oh yeah, that's true. I can just let me quickly go. So from A, I have AB, and that is equals to word.length. So it will just add and return. Now it will backtrack and go to this point. Put a breakpoint here. Okay, so my result has AB now, and it has come to a point where SB is A. Now I want to add 1 to it. So I think here there could be a mistake. So my count is 0. Index is sp.length minus 1. Multiplier is 1. Each digit should not return anything. So it should, it is not a digit. So it should basically exit out of this loop. And my count is 1. Okay. And so sp dot, okay, I think there is some mistake in here. Okay, I should not do this. Okay, so basically it should return 0. sb dot length minus 1 is nothing but index. So that set length is 0, but it should be the actual length. This is wrong here, this line. how do I basically, so there is nothing. How do I go back so many characters in my SB and append this new count is the issue. I think this line is the problematic one. So I have my length minus index. If it is 0, it's okay. Maybe I'll just add, for simplicity, I'll just have.
So what does setlen do in Java? I'm not sure. You have-
Like, say if
She's
my,
chopping it.
yeah,
Oh, it chops off the string.
Mhm.
Oh.
Equal to 0, len plus plus, and I can do minus len. So let me see if this works.
Why is set length -1?
Yeah.
Weirder now. It looks like that while loop is being problematic.
So
Mm,
try single character. Just try. I want to see single character.
like it should be A1, right?
Right.
Yes. So that's the issue then. So work on A then.
Yeah, I'll work on it. I think
Okay.
I'm doing something wrong in setting this back only. Is my thinking right now. I can debug it at.
So wait. So let's do this. So you
Can
start
you
from a
type?
single.
Can you type zoo and see?
No, this itself is wrong. So I'll try to get.
No,
the
just
better-
type zoo and see what happens.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Oh.
I'm getting like 8 possibilities. That number setting somewhere here it is wrong. I should be able to get it. I'll
So
have.
work on the single character. I think maybe
Yeah.
that way you'll at
Yeah,
least figure out something.
Can I ask a
Set
corollary
length
question?
A-1.
So rather than worry about doing the addition now, right? Can't we just set it to ones and then once we have the final string, sum up all the ones that are connected?
So you have A, right? I mean, in your first backtrack, you add A,
Mm-hmm.
and if it is 0, okay, you remove A, then you try to add 1. So can you do a print and see if your if it is printing 1? Basically, what is going to be print? So count is
My SB is here. Like here it, because everything will be printed here. I can see like right.
okay.
I have my A and I have entered this loop. I think this is the problematic one, right? So A is there. Index is minus SB dot length -1. Okay, but we don't care. Okay, we don't
is-
care. Count plus plus temp equals to SB. This yeah. SB dot set like my SB is empty. Yeah, that is right. So here
But if it's empty and your length is 0, okay, yeah.
that is okay. Now I'm appending my count, which is 1. SB dot append. So
Okay.
my SB is 1. Oh, this is the issue. I'm appending this again. I have to just put SB. I copied the code from above. I have taken care of my SB. It should not be here. Now this should work. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Maybe.
still problem.
So AB, A1, A1B.
Maybe some setting back thing I'm doing.
You need to, so if you add a single character, you still have to backtrack it, right?
Wait, if you're doing SB equals temp, isn't that a pointer? That's not a deep copy. No, scroll down. You said temp equals SB. Then you're modifying SB, right? If I recall, Java uses pointers.
Yeah, new string.
Oh my god, Java rocks.
Yeah, Java is very problematic to type. Oh no.
No,
No,
that's
this
that's
is
your
not
result.
I
That's
mean,
fine. But
what
we
is wrong here?
temp, you're saying temp equals SB, right? I don't know
Oh,
where
it's
you.
just a pointer. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So do
yeah,
new string.
yeah. Thanks.
It shouldn't be SB.toString because I don't think string builder will take another string builder.
Yeah, right. You're right.
okay.
Okay, same issue, huh?
So
But
don't you have to so backtrack is okay, you change it back by doing SP equal to temp.
Wait, how do you get A1B?
let me see.
That's greater than 2.
Yeah.
because-
So if start equal to word length, so she's not append, she's not doing that right. Yeah, go down, go down. Go down, go to the last, show us the last backtrack. What are you
Mhm.
passing as a start character? That is where your issue is, I think. See, backtrack start plus 1. So why is it start plus 1?
Because that's
It-
where
Because
but
you're taking all the characters, right? You're taking 123. Let's say it has 12 characters. You're making it 13, and it starts from start plus 1. And if you add a single character, start plus 1. I think that is start plus 1.
start plus one should be okay.
Are you changing start somewhere?
Start is
Then
what passing, right? So I'm adding
no,
one.
no. If that's the case, I think you're decrementing start also. Otherwise, why is your result even appending A1B? See, in your start, the case is if start equal to word length, you append your answer, right?
Mhm.
So here you're actually
But start is starting index, like say in the zoo example, right? I'm just saying that I have reached my end. So here my start index is 0. Here my start index is 1. Here my start index is 2. When it is 2, whatever I have to just add. No, not 2. 2 I will still build. For 3 I will just add. I'll not do anything else.
3? Wait, shouldn't it be 2?
The length is 3. Zoo.
Yeah, but the index is 2.
Index 2 also,
Yeah.
at index 2 is what I am making this. And then I will still call my recursion with index as 3. At that time, whatever is there in my string builder, these are will get added.
so why is it appending A1B?
Yeah, that will, I mean,
Scroll up. I want to see the if statement.
Yeah.
If start equals word dot length. Wait, no, if start minus 1. No, hold on.
No, it's correct. It's correct actually.
Yeah, okay.
Start plus 1, right?
Yeah, it's
So
gonna
if
be
it's the
3.
last index,
here only something wrong. I think I need to focus. I'm not able to.
see, okay, if it is A, let's say you added only A, and now you need to add one more. No,
But
let's say it is A1. Let's imagine the test case is A1.
yeah, A is there. Now I want to be
A1.
A1 has to be
No,
added.
let's say your last answer was A1. Now you have to remove 1 and you have to backtrack and add B instead of 1.
SB, yeah, I have to remove A, right? I'm not removing A. This is the problem. The set length is the problem. I am not removing. Oh, no. I have done it. A. I've gone back B and then added 1. This is correct only. The set length I think is okay. So now A1. So my result AB is there.
Set length
Now
is okay.
A1
How are you getting A1B?
Yeah,
Why don't
AB.
you print?
Yeah, 1 second. AB and now A1 gets added. Okay. This is my string builder. My SB got
Hey.
say
Yeah, you added the 1. Now it's gonna go back to 1 character. What you initially started with, right?
result equals to AB A1. Yeah. Oh. First case I don't care. Second case is what I want. Now I have AB A1. Why is my this thing coming as A string builder Should not be.
Because you have not. Okay, go up.
Here what?
Go up. No, go up. I just saw the error. Go up.
Uh-huh.
Go up. Okay. If start equal to word dot length, oh yeah, you do a return. You do a return.
Mm.
But if your start is greater, see, basically it's going down because your start is now greater.
Start can never be.
It is going because you're done. I think you're doing start plus 1. I think
Okay.
that is why it is going down.
No, it should not like. But the moment start is word dot length, I'm returning. It will not go down here.
And how do you get A1B? There's something wrong with the sub. There's something wrong with your string trimming.
No, there is something wrong with passing a there. Like this thing is wrong. Like if I run it right, if my a is not passed, it would have been correct. So it will have been a.
See, how do you get 3 characters when you only have 2? That means your if statement is getting
Yes.
And
looking
B
for
is
3.
like getting 50. And
No, it's
That
not.
is 50.
I'm reading the ASCII value somewhere.
Count plus multiplier into integer sub character at index. Character at index.
Oh,
Integer at value of character at index.
this one I didn't do. Okay, still this passing A is the wrong thing. So this should have been just 2. AB, A1. Where did it come as A2? So somewhere this string builder, this is wrong. I should not have passed A. It should have been just empty. So it will be 1B and 2. This A is getting passed extra. Can you see that?
You know what? I feel like in between, Deven suggested, why are we doing this addition now, and why can't we do in the end?
Right.
That is something.
Once we have the final string, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can't we
So-
just sum up all the ones that are next to a 1?
Okay, got it. Yeah.
It's inefficient, but it
That-
makes
that-
the code a lot simpler.
No, there it will also be tricky. Like we can have 111, then some characters, then
Right, you can have
11.
111, but as long as your next character to 1 sum. Otherwise, get your final sum and then go to your next character.
Yeah, that will work too, but I'll try to get this fixed. I'm sure like here is the backtracking when I'm setting the string builder back, I'm leaving A. That is the problem. If I can get that fixed, I think it should work.
VT, I have a related question. Is this the where you were running into issues also? Because it seems like we're getting this is sticking point for the problem, right?
Yes. So the point was not the tree. Tree is you can come up with it. The point was how to code that up with the tree given.
Okay. All right.
See,
So is there a simpler way of doing this?
there are simpler ways of doing this.
I'll try to get this fixed and share it in the Slack channel.
This just seemed overly complicated. I'm not criticizing, but if you look at this,
Mhm.
like the fact that we spent so much time debugging, it's problematic. In the sense that if it was a real interview, that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, agree.
So
I'll send you in Python. Maybe see if
how
it's
do we
easier.
simplify this? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, so whatever Ankur sends in Python, write it in Java and see if it works.
This should be is it a medium problem? The tree part is easy, but the figuring out the summing it seems to make it more complicated than a medium level problem. Or am I overthinking it?
So
I mean,
I've added in the thread. I've not put the solution in the channel. I've put it in the thread. So if anyone wants to see, compare. Because this one works. This is Python, and it will be same for Ruby also.
Which thread?
The where he linked the question and then
Yeah, I
he
mean,
created a thread from it.
Yeah, where I just said we are doing the question generalized abbreviation. I think below the Zoom link that I gave in general.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not the yeah.
Right.
This is the one.
Yeah.
This is the one that I gave you also.
Yeah. So you can even try to code this up in Java.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. You're
This is-
walking
I mean-
backwards.
Yes, I mean this is just the way I used to say backtracking, right? You push and pop. You know what you're popping out. Same way.
But I'll tell you so in Java, this is, so you can give it a shot and let us know if you are facing issue.
Okay, I'm still stuck with getting the issue addressed in my code, and then I'll look at Ankur's code and go that approach.
Uncle's
think
code, you fill up a buffer and then you deal with the buffer.
Yes,
Ah,
mine is unique to Python. I think Python and Ruby.
mhm.
Maybe
No, you
people
can do
in
this in
Java
any
use
other
same.
language. If you just use a list or a stack, right? Or not a stack. You can just use a list, right? That buffer.pop and buffer.append should work fine.
Yeah, because this, yeah. So I think the last if else, right? That was the tricky part. Rest were all okay, but the last one was tricky actually. And the thing here was my last number was the last number in my buffer was a number, either 12 or 13 or 1. So if I incremented 1, I got the answer. Instead of in Java going back and finding out the whole 1, 2, 3, where it ended, the index, the length.
Can I make one comment? Whoever came up with the idea of nesting functions in Python should be beaten.
Did I use? Okay.
You nested it. I can figure it out, but it's not natural.
No, but why? I mean, if you put this helper outside, what will you pass? You'll pass in your buffer, your result. That's all right.
Yeah, but if you look at all other languages, or at least non-traditional languages,
I mean, the only thing here is if it's a number, then you cannot use a helper method. If it's like if you, let's say you do count equal to 0 outside helper, it won't work inside helper because of some scope. You'll have to convert that into an object, into a pointer. That is the only thing. Except otherwise, it's simple. You just put it out, like remove the helper from inside, put it outside, and you just pass in your result and your buffer.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's easy. Like for me, I mean, I've made it a habit to use helper methods inside only. So I think.
Yeah, I'll look at this and I'll make sure I understand it. Because it just, as VT pointed out, and rightly so, the complicated part of this question is how you deal with the summing. The tree, the ED part.
Yeah.
Thanks for pointing it out, VT.
So you can, okay, frankly speaking, you can find solutions, you can find a tutorial, but the thing is, in the end, you have to map this to a tree. So I see one guy posted the answer, but how you can optimize that? It is not even efficient.
Is there any way to optimize it?
There is. I mean, first we have to come up with a bad solution, then we can think of optimizing.
Should I stop the recording or should I continue?
No, you can stop the recording.